And welcome back once again. This is the Swedish Constructed National Championships, as usual. We've got a lot more of these games.
A lot of them to actually go through, so.
Yeah. I think we have 8 games from the Constructed Championships and 7 games from the Limited Championships, so we have some games to go.
Some bunch of them.
Yeah.
This is the match between Lekkit, big surprise, since most
of these games are me, because I was
the one with the camera.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that the camera was handled correctly. In the future, there might be videos of other players, or rather, there will be videos of other players.
You can't make it to the finals every time.
Yeah, exactly.
And here you're playing against Victor.
Yeah, or Victardius.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a fairly new player. He hasn't played any TCG before the spoils, and I think he's played the spoils for
a few months.
Yeah.
Since summer, I would say.
Yeah. He was introduced to the game. He loves Banker because they have cats. For this deck, he didn't play Banker, though. Me and Goodman actually helped him build it the day before Nationals.
And actually, it works kind of well, but...
Yeah, you'll probably recognize the concept. It's not an unknown concept, but it's with the Goodman twist.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't get to see the combos in this as much, I believe, since I did a sneak peek of the match. And, well, I do suspect that Lekkit knows how it turns out.
Yeah, I have a vague memory of it. So I'm not sure who won the die roll. I'm guessing me, since I put out 8 cards.
And Victor starts with 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I get a Violence, a Spry Archer, among other things. I think that was a Gideon as well.
So a starting hand is at least fixed.
Yeah. So knowing the deck I'm up against, I'm not sure I want to keep the blow up. The Planch's Reaver will probably do more good.
In the end, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some gears, but then most of them are... the
flip-ups and
pickaxe, rusty pickaxe.
And as we all know, pickaxe doesn't really mind being destroyed.
Yeah. So that one I kind of have to live with, and then it's the usual suspects, Cunning Disguise and stuff like that. But yeah, I think probably the Planch's Reaver is going to be better. So I start off with a Violence.
Take the first damage of the game.
Yep.
Victor taking on a solid lead.
Yeah. And I didn't get a Gideon, so I open with Department of Reactions. A good card. I think he said something about, yeah, well, that's not fun because now I can't use the Resource Acceleration combo.
Yeah.
With the Lucy's Trumpet. Victor opens with an Arrogance, so he has a pretty good threshold.
Yeah, he now has the threshold for
basically every card that he will play for a couple of turns. And with the Crest of Elite's Mouth, he has
the threshold for the entire deck.
Yeah.
I think the card with the highest threshold in the deck would be GGG.
Yeah. And he has 4 thresh, so.
But I sincerely doubt we'll see him this early in the game, at least.
Yeah, since he's a 9 resource drop.
I really like that they added him.
Yeah.
And there comes the plunging, and...
Yeah, I want to get some... Basically, I want to make sure that he doesn't get too many micromagics. It doesn't really matter with the Spry Archer. He basically eats them for breakfast.
But in this point, it seems also that it might be a good idea to just remove his threshold so that it doesn't just turn into those bombs with haste characters or something like that might show up with Gearsmith.
Yeah, and also I was going to flip him down almost immediately to make him a resource.
Yeah.
To get some acceleration. And here Victor actually does a play that I think it's kind of cool. He responds to the Plunging Shriver with thorough sanitization on his own crest of elitism, so he'll get that as a resource.
The thing is, he decides to, in the end, to not play it.
Yeah, so he terminates. Yeah, that's right. But I like the play with. Actually, I think the play with
First sanitation would be better.
Yeah, because now I have 3 micromagigs, and he would have probably gotten rid of the Plunging Shriver anyway, since he can't flip down.
Can't flip down, and he would have had. Well, he has Fired Hand in his deck, so he could just play Fired Hand's resource and then just discard cards until Spry and Plunging were dead.
Yeah. And I swing through with the Spry Archer. He's a really mean guy. Swings for 3 whenever he attacks without Gideon, 5 when he attacks with Gideon, so...
He hurts.
Yeah.
And there's the trigger Micromajig.
Yeah, it's always nice with bodies on the field.
Yeah.
If I get a rage, though, I will instantly kill 1 Micromajig every time I attack with the Spry Archer, unless he deals with it. The card is simply that good.
Yeah.
The only downside, the only thing with Spry Archer is that he has 1 life. So he dies to Fired Hand, he dies to the Serums, he dies to Balking Foe Crusher, stuff like that.
For good reasons.
Yeah, imagine if he had 2 life.
Oh, that would suck. And, well, you start your turn, you play a resource.
Yep, as usual. As expected.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
And here you start swinging away the first thing you do with everything.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, in a party, so I'm basically guaranteed not to lose any guys, and unless he plays removal, of course.
Yeah.
So he starts off with the resource. I think
he pays to play a resource.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And blocks with both of the Micromagigs, and I think that he didn't actually realize that the Spry Archer had 2 strength, so it would get through.
I think so as well, since it seemed like he was expecting one of the Micromagigs to survive and actually be able to kill the Spry Archer.
Yeah.
Or at least one of the Micromagigs.
Yeah. And I dropped down an Adriel, a solid guy.
And you gain a very big upper hand with, well, I almost have more resources, but you have 5 guys on the field.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually not even close to have more resources. He's 1 ahead of me.
Yeah, but it's still only 1.
Yeah.
And with your deck, you have the possibility to, well, sort of accelerate with it.
Yeah, well, at this point, though, I'm basically going aggro instead.
Yeah.
With all the...
Since your late game isn't really an issue at this point.
No. So he plays a Clockman Junk Picker. I point out to him that he has to pay 2 to search his deck with the Junk Picker.
Personally, I think it's worth it since you gain another resource, and
exactly.
It doubles as a removal.
Yeah, I think he gets the Spork Defense here.
Yeah, I believe so as well. It's the correct choice, according to me.
Yeah, it's either that or Cunning Disguise.
Yeah, but also, Cunning Disguise would kill Spry.
Kill the Spry. Cunning Disguise, actually, I think would be better, since it would kill the Spry Archer this turn, so I don't get to attack with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Possibly killing his guy.
Micromagics, yeah.
Yeah, or his Junk Picker.
Yeah. With trigger damage.
Yeah.
Although I do know that he has Rocket Launcher in that deck, and...
Yeah, but it costs 4 to flip up.
Yeah, it's 4 to flip up, but since you're attacking in party, at least you did the last turn, I believe he would benefit sort of from getting it, but although if you attack in party, then, well, I actually think you wouldn't, since you get to know what he picks.
Yeah, exactly. And also, if I just get 1 rage threshold more, he basically has to have 2 guys out to be able to utilize the...
Yeah, that's true.
the launcher. Actually, I'm not sure of the wording. Is it a character you own and a character in an opposing battle party?
No, it's like noble. It doesn't have to be an attacking party, but if it is in an attacking party,
Yeah.
all the
But
characters
the
in
thing,
an attack dies.
I remember there's something funky with the wording. So it's basically you pick a character you own and you pick a character your opponent controls or something like that. Well,
Good question.
Either way. He doesn't get it. I didn't see what he got there. I think it was
It was the sport defense.
The sport defense. No real big surprise there.
It's quite common to get it since it can always flip up itself.
Yeah, it's the Clockman sport picker. I don't recall who came up with the name, but it's a good one.
I think this might be the one.
Yeah, so attack with the Spry Archer.
The trigger damage.
Yep.
Sort of hard to defend against.
Yeah, if I start my turn by attacking, he will do 1 damage. That's just the way it is. Triggers are very
tricky.
Good. Yeah, they're very good too.
I think he's considering right now if it's worth playing the sport defense straight away, but I'm guessing he wants to play it on Adriel instead. Since he considers he has more strength, so it makes more sense.
Yeah. But actually, I think Spry Archer is better to kill.
Yeah. Same here, since then you get rid of the speed classes.
Yeah, so I'm basically stuck with all speed 3 guys.
Yeah. And then you can just block a bunch of attackers. And he decides to just go ahead and take all the micromagics, which I also understand.
Yeah, and then I pass my turn.
Micromagics mostly are just worth exchanging your own micromagics for. Yeah. You don't want a character you've actually paid for to get destroyed by a micromagig.
Yeah. Well, obviously it depends on the situation.
But yeah. But it's not very satisfying watching your, 4-cost character just die from a micromagig.
Yeah, that you actually paid for.
Yeah, exactly. Fine, you got a resource, but it still hurts a little in the soul. If there is such a thing.
Yeah.
Either way, you pass the turn to Victor, so it seems.
Yeah, and I didn't attack with Adriel since I wouldn't. Yeah.
The sport defense would show up.
Yeah, and it's always good blocker.
Yeah. And here the dragon suit shows up, which is sort of the engine of the deck, since there's a lot of cheap gears in it, and with Delusive's Trumpet, he can really accelerate with his cards and resources really fast if he gets them out in a combo.
Yeah, so basically you play, if you have the Draconic Luthadrum suit out, you can pay 1 to play a Rusty Pickaxe, pay 1 to play another Rusty Pickaxe or a Hidden Dagger or something, and then you flip her down, and then you can just replay those, and you get to draw a card each turn, each time. So it's you gain a lot of cards, and with the Delusive Trumpet flip down, you get a lot of resources as well.
Yeah, and she more or less pays for herself, since with all the gears that gets flipped down, you also get a lot of cards when you play them again.
Yeah, and here I play Spry Archer's best friend Gideon.
An attack for 2 trigger damage, and there's the sport defense.
Yep, no real big surprise there.
No. Although there seems to be some considering if you want to respond at this point.
No, he wanted to draw a card since he played an item, but it's the Draconic Luthadrum suit only triggers for gears.
Yeah.
And he realized that. And Nicholas got a call. So I'll be taking over from here. I don't know if we'll edit this out. There's not much left of the game anyway. I play a Noble Sacrifice on his Junk Picker and the Spry Archer in response to him picking it with the Sport Defense. He's at 9 influence and I have guys that will attack for, I think, game. So he's down to 5. Yeah, that's game on the board, actually. And I think this will be the last turn of the game. So he takes the Micromagic and the Adriel, and that leaves him with -1 influence. Actually, you can't go below 0, so you're stuck at 0, but that counts down to -1. And that's it.